how baseball is and has been a perfect example of communication. Baseball is not just a game, but a vibrant narrative of communication woven into every inning and play. From the unspoken language between pitcher and catcher to the camaraderie of the team, as well as different signs and signals from coaches and slang that we carry on to today. Baseball exemplifies the art of effective communication. Throughout its history, it has served as an example of communication, verbal and nonverbal, executed at the highest level, offering insights into human connection and understanding, as well as lessons we can apply in our day-to-day lives. Today, we are going to be looking into the ways baseball captures the meanings and purpose of communication through its nuanced dynamics, strategic depth, and cultural impact. Baseball serves as a good example of how communication functions within a dynamic and evolving framework, mirroring the intricacies of human interaction and societal norms. Even when baseball was just beginning, it has always heavily relied on verbal communication. They'd chat during practice, shout on the field, and share tips in the dugout to try to get an edge. This helped them work better together and win games. And the way they shared stories off the field is the same way we in a workplace share collegial and corporate stories. Today, in our jobs and on sports teams, we still need to talk and listen to each other to get things done. Even though we have email and we have texting now, the basic idea is the same. When we communicate well, we can achieve our goals and enjoy working together. So, just like in baseball, good communication is important in our jobs and day-to-day life. Slang has always been a big part of baseball, and due to baseball being America's national pastime, a lot of language from baseball has translated to our day-to-day life. From strikeout to grand slam, but what's interesting is how this language has become integrated into everyday conversation. Think about how many times you've heard someone say they hit it out of the park or that they've been thrown a curveball. These expressions, borrowed from baseball, help us convey ideas in a more deeper and more fun way of talking. They add depth and flavor to our communication, making it more engaging and more relatable. So even if you've never set foot or played on a baseball field, chances are you're still using its language to communicate effectively in your everyday life. Not only that, but nonverbal communication has also been shown in baseball more so than other sports. For example, the way the pitcher and catcher communicate is usually through a sequence of nonverbal signs laid down in a series of numbers with their throwing hand. There's many ways that the pitcher and catcher can work with these signs, and it takes a mutual understanding and trust to make it work and flow smoothly. Nowadays, it's taken a step further with a new invention called PitchCom, where a catcher can input buttons that go into a radio in the pitcher's hat that tell them what pitch they want the pitcher to throw, or another variation where the pitcher can relay it to the catcher. Another example of this type of nonverbal communication is the offensive and defensive signs laid out by either the third base coach for offense or manager for defense. Typically shown as a sequence of different touches, swipes, and grabs of the body to relay what they want done by the hitter, base runner, or defender. Overall, through the chemistry and camaraderie of being on a team together, working towards the same goal, the verbal communication throughout the game, and the slang that many people outside of the game have adopted, and the nonverbal signs and signals given from player to player or coach to player, baseball has and always will be a beacon of what good communication looks like and we should strive to learn lessons from this game and apply them to our lives.